Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. As some of you know, my name is Gail. I'm the owner of The Bargains Den, the host and creator of this channel, TheBargainsdenStudio. So I'm getting this one ready for listing. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It hasn't been laced yet, so we can look in the inside. It's washed, completely washed. And okay, and do the second one. And I did try to remove it, but it's glued down, so there was no way I was gonna F with the insole because it's glued down. So yeah, and then okay, and I had like a little bit of issue removing. I know you guys may not be able to see it, but like I can see it. I'm pretty sure because I'm looking in the camera, you can see that little bit of stain. I had a little bit of issue removing it. And also, and I know like you guys, well, I did a video yesterday and I don't know if I'm going to post the video yet, but I did a video about other sneakers that I was cleaning because in the moment I was having some issue about people pissing me off, not customers, but people in my, and not exactly my personal life. Seriously, it's never been my personal life. So I did a video and I usually clean when I'm upset. So this one, okay, and that video does have the way the bottom originally looked because I decided to paint the sole. You guys can see because I didn't want like, it's not a, like, you know, to restore the sneaker to like a brand new feeling, but the way I see it is, since I was already doing work on the sneaker, I might as well just paint the bottom. So this is what it looks like. Yeah, it wasn't just to get it to a brand new feeling. And then I was just being, since again, whenever I go to issue, I find some way to keep myself entertained. If it's not work, which that's why I tend to work a lot, I just like I would clean or do something else. So this is it. So we're getting it ready. It's not the best job for the bottom, but it's good enough. So we're gonna get it like, you know, so I'm getting it ready to list, and as you guys already know, oh by the way, this is a size 9.5. You guys can see it. Can you see it? So, and as you guys know, I usually put a plastic in between it just so to keep the shoe from losing its shape because I'm not the best at storing anything. So I'm using another side of plastic. I was gonna use those plastic, but I'm not gonna use it. Like I say, whenever I go grocery shopping, I will keep like the plastic, the grocery bags, just so I can stuff it inside shoes. But I'm using the water bottles plastic because again, those are harder, and when you squish it, it kind of keeps the shape better. So, and I'm gonna do the same for the next one. And I don't have to use as many plastics, so I can just use those ones. If I have a shoe that's less easy, that doesn't have the same kind of shape, and put it in. So I'm gonna do this and put it in there. Okay, so we can do this. Now I'm gonna put the lace. I'm gonna lace it. It's not gonna be a long video. It's gonna be one. Wait, let's just start this way. Okay, let's hope I don't F up. So, okay. Yeah. Let's hope I don't F up. Because even though I lace countless of shoes, but I still mess up. And this lace definitely needed ironing. Not that we ever need to iron a lace. You know, thinking about that might make me want to do it. Seriously. Anyway, what was going on yesterday in my life was entitled people. It wasn't anything, and I think a lot of people, it's like, especially, and I don't understand. It's like, hello, I just lost somebody, but instead of you, like, you know, being there, or I'm not asking you to be there. Let's face it, people are people, so I never rely on people to be there. But why make my life harder? Just so you can get, okay, do I do it this way or do I do it that way? It's like some people are who they are, and I feel like, you know, and It's like, how do you ask people for stuff when they just lost a loved one? How do you come up and ask them, hey, can you help me out with this and that, when they're just losing? And it's not like anybody's helping anybody paying the funeral or anything like that. And I didn't understand. And you're not even related to me. I mean, and I do know like one of you actually had something to do with my brother's death, and yet you have no shame in the game. But okay, let's start over, because I think the more I'm focusing on something else, the more I'm messing up the sneaker. So let's start over. Let's see. Do I do it that way? Let's do it that way and see if I like it better. Anyway, like, I mean, how do you go and ask somebody for help and then stabbing them in the back? You know, funny thing is, there was this guy that actually went in the news, and even though they caught the gang and everything like that, well, at least they say he's the gang, and he's the same person that sent me a lot of tweet about my warehouse, and that's the person that they just capture. Well, technically not capture, but you know, let's just say if you guys watch anime isekai. So the police, because I sent all the tweets to the commissioner, and all the message that he sent me, I even put that online. I mean, I don't know if you guys watch any of my video. I put that on TikTok, and I put it on my, see, this is much better. So I put it on my TikTok, and I put it on my thing. And I know it wasn't an appropriate place to put it, but I was so upset and so frustrated. I put the first message, and then when I talked to the commissioner, he told me not to do that again, and then to just send it to him. So that's why I was unable to continue, because I was going to keep putting the message, because you actually followed through. I mean, and unfortunately for you, I may be a nobody, but let's face it, AD is small enough where you can reach out to somebody, even though everybody's looking out for their own. And let's face it, I'm no saint. I'm looking out for my own, even if I'm helping people. But I was frustrated. And I was angry. And I didn't care what anybody does, as long as you didn't touch my family. So, because you cannot take anything you have in this life with you. All you can do is, I mean, it's just the clothes on your back that you get buried with anyway. So why would you do something like that? And he was trying to sell the warehouse, and then they were trying to get me to Haiti. And God knows, after the last time they tried to kidnap me, we both know I wasn't going back. So, and I had to do my brother's funeral in secret, so it was a lot. But unfortunately for him, his gang got caught. They went after his gang, and they started firing on the police, and he was killed. Sorry for repeating that. And I know, like, and on YouTube they don't like us repeating certain words, so my bad. But you know, isekai, let's just put it this way. And in between the gunfire and back and forth, and then I think 11 of them went down, and he was one of them, the one that sent me all those messages and tweets. And then 13 of them were arrested. It's on YouTube and one of the Haitian news channel. I didn't put that on, I won't put that on my channel, because, but if you guys ever interested in it, it's on one of the news, and his name was Fanfan. So, and I found out that somebody that my mom took in after my aunt threw her out for running the street. And well, technically her family member was part of it. And when my mom passed away, they were the same people trying. My mom wasn't even dead and buried yet when they sent me paper trying to steal some of the properties. And I'm like, whoa, what's wrong with you? And then the worst thing about that is, last year during my brother's issue, they try again. And I'm like, it's been 7 years. And this time, 8 years, my brother just passed away. And yet they went over to her home and tried to do inventories of everything, because of course the club was open, the car wash was open, and they were trying to start an argument with the girlfriend. And I'm like, are you serious, sweetheart? Nothing is on, I mean, they are mine. I never bother because it's my brother. I won't bother with my brother. And of course she went away, but I thought that was over until when the police went after them. And we found out one of the inspector, his name was Rico Doseis, and of course I know the name well because Jermaine Doseis, Kenzie Doseis. I know the name well because my mom took them in when we were little. My mom took them in, their parents in, their siblings in, and I'm like, see, the difference between my mom and your parents is my mom woke up every day at 3 a.m. to go and make something of herself. Your family stay in bed sleeping, just like I wake up every day at 4 a.m. and go to work. It's not that hard to make something happen in your life. You travel to the United States, and and I don't care what anybody said, I understand the issue. I'm black. I understand the issue, but it's not that hard to make something of yourself. I lost everything countless of time, and I do make countless of time. The first time when my mom was dying and I took a mortgage on my house to help to cover everything, and I closed the business completely, and I became homeless. I literally was sleeping on the floor of my warehouse after everything was said and done. You know when you're desperate and you're in a desperate situation and you're trying to save your loved one? That's what happened to me. And I did it, and I built back up, and in 2021 I was able to reopen the business, and those stupid people tried to kidnap me. What the F? And again, I escaped, spent 2 days in hiding, came back, and made something of myself. You just try to travel to the United States. You mean in 8 years, when I built back up to the point where I was able to rescue my brother from kidnapping, and you mean you cannot do anything? Of course I was going to buy a house, let's face it. It wasn't the whole issue. The money I was saving was to buy the down payment for my house. But of course, when that came up, I saved up enough. I built my life. I will build the business, and I built my life. It's not that hard, especially when you're in the US. I know it's hard, especially if you don't know anything about business, and you may not know what to do. But the way I see it is, check your ego at the door and get a job. That's my thing. I will get up sometimes I pretend I don't speak English, because some people can be effed up, and I'm not gonna let your bad day become my bad day. So I will pretend I don't speak English just so I don't have to have an argument with somebody that's extremely rude, because let's face it, some people are like that. And why ruin your day by having an argument with somebody that's extremely ignorant? So that's the way I handle certain people. I do Uber and Lyft, and if I had to, I don't like doing delivery because people get killed. Okay, I'm not supposed to repeat that, but I don't do delivery because of that. But I do Uber and Lyft. I buy auction. I'll get up early in the morning, take pictures, and then spend the whole day doing Uber and Lyft just so I can make it happen. I was going to school. Of course, when everything happened, I couldn't keep paying for the school and do what I needed to do. I quit one, but you have to check your ego at the door and do something with yourself. Yes, I took class at night, and I'm studying real estate. You do what you gotta do to make it happen. Oh, by the way, this is what it looks like. In the midst of me talking about everything else, this is what it looks like. I'm gonna do the second one. I know this video is taking a life of its own, so I mean, you guys can tell me, but this is what it looks like, and this is it Desustain or something like that? Oh, this is so gonna bother me. I know you guys cannot see it, but this is so gonna bother me. And we will pick back up after, in the next video or something like that, maybe part 2. But I'm gonna just do it, and then you already saw how I laced it, so we're done with the lacing, and then I'm gonna do this lacing, and then I'm gonna put it up, and then you're gonna see the finished product. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. Till next time. Hey, yes, I will pick back up. If anybody's interested about the rest of the story, I will pick back up on another video. If I remember, we both know I talk too much. I have a lot of issues. I talk too much, and I will forget. I'm old. Old people forget. Hello. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. Till next time. Bye. Oh. Okay. I know. One day I will buy a better camera. Till then, you guys are stuck with this. Thank you again, guys, for watching. Till next time. Bye.